All right, let's see. Let's see how Quad does versus Caps. G2 is on red. Okay, so Scion banned away, Orianna banned away. Cassiopeia is something that you do have to consider in the best of 3, etc. for Quad. But Caps, his champion pool might actually be one of the big advantages for G2 in this series. The LeBlanc ban and Azir ban on blue, a little bit strange. I don't know what the LeBlanc ban could even be signifying. I genuinely don't understand LeBlanc. What could they want to be one where LeBlanc is like a threat? Because we're not at a point where people are playing Lux yet. Wukong B1. I really hate Wukong so much. I hate Wukong so much, man. I hate him so much. I hate him so much. He's such a heavy jungler. He's such a heavy jungler. And his payoff is just not there because he can be neutered and neutralized in draft. Especially if the enemy team is red. But it's whatever. I mean, people aren't going to draft in that manner, and oftentimes Wukong reaches his heaviness, or his heavy, you know, because he spends so much, he has such a dependency on getting to 2 items, and for a jungler, that is basically your end game, especially when you're on a jungler like Wukong that can't farm, like, lanes, you know, after getting items. Like, it's not like Karthus or something, like, you just go up to a wave and Q it 3 times with E up, and, like, it's gone, right? Now Bard also being gone from the series, I think that's a little bit painful for Busio. The Alistar, I just don't even like it. I don't even understand what we're doing. We're hard engaging into Bard and Maokai, man. What are we doing? Cassio, I mean, if he blinds Cassio, I would be very surprised if Caps doesn't just respond with Anivia. Talia gets picked? Okay. I guess that's what the LeBlanc ban was all about. I mean, honestly, realistically, you could still actually take Anivia, even in a spot like this. There's other champions that are completely fine here as well, like Ziggs and whatnot. You might be worried about Maokai and Ziggs being too much magic, especially when you also have the Brad, because then Merc Treads become really crazy. I mean, there's also some AD champions that you could take. Okay, it's going to be a Caitlyn blind. I don't like this. There's no reason to do something like this, because now FlyQuest get their ADC pick of the litter down in bottom. And it's also a Kate with a Bard, I think, really significantly stunts the Bard because of the way that Kate wants to go about doing everything. So this just feels a little bit bad, but I guess they want Caps to have more intel. They want to know more of the draft, maybe before they actually do take, like, an Anivia. Oh, it might be a hover because Whippo plays lane Graves. Or it could be Maokai Flex. It could be Maokai Flex into top lane. It could be Maokai and Graves both getting flexed. Oh, Victor. Okay. Victor, same school of thought as Anivia, so I do really like it. Very, very, very tanky. A lot of control. We actually talked about this in one of the previous drafts where Wukong and Talia were being shown. Victor, obviously with Gravity Field and Chaos Storm, it's very difficult to play around. And Caitlyn, with her range right now, you're really looking for something like Smolder at this point. Or like Jinx, because you need a lot of range, but I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to do something absolutely monkey, and they're just going to they're going to run headfirst into G2. Yeah, here we go. This is super, super, super dumb, by the way. This is so dumb. This opens up possibilities, like, this opens up Garen, right? It opens up Garen. It opens up Jax. It opens up so many things that just completely fuck Fly's comp. This is just so bad. It's a blind Cassante for what, man? Blind Cassante for what? So bad. G2 have such a better draft. Blackfire Torch on Victor. This is a game where Victor would want to actually be Roa, but he can't afford to because of who his teammates are. He needs to have more damage, and so Blackfire Torch makes sense because Fly is going to be very clumped up in team fights, so you can actually get the Baleful Blaze on multiple targets, and at that point you can get anywhere from 8 to 12% increased AP, which gives him a lot of extra combat stats. I feel like Baleful Blaze should linger for longer than it does.
Quad. Let's see where the gravity field is going to work. The Arcane Storm doing a fair bit at the same time, but the Seismic Shove also lands. Death Ray comes in, the flash, and First Blood is a Cap solo kill that's immediately answered here.
As I went to grab a bite of food, apparently Cap gets a solo kill, so.
But man, we had no action, and
so,
solo kill.
Yeah, I mean,
the solo kill ends up actually being worse for G2. Reason being is because First Blood doesn't have special gold gain anymore the way that it used to. It doesn't give 400, and so kill plus assist is actually better for Fly. And the fact that Alistar gets it means that Alistar is actually sped up about 2 minutes on his redemption, which is kind of a big deal. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I think there's
ample opportunity for FlyQuest,
Yeah.
especially with the
Now there is a
Wukong
wave
and
that
the
does
Alistamire
technically
side.
almost go
Caps
into the
still playing
void.
with
Yeah, they're
confidence.
cheering for a
He
first blood,
finds
but the
a
first blood's
solo
actually
kill. In
bad.
terms of the goal, it's not gonna
Caps
change
using his
that
flash is also
dramatically
worse
in the
because
mid-game
now
matchup.
Caps doesn't
So I
have
don't
it at the
think
Mountain
Rod is
Drake.
too
That's actually a win for
upset
Fly.
about what
A spellbook, he's still gonna have some mobility. He might need it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Busio actually might get redemption at relatively the same time. Okay, okay, so Busio, yeah, this is really big for Fly. And Caps is just getting annihilated by Inspired on the left side. Jesus. And he doesn't have flash. Yeah, I mean, Inspired has a perfect recall timing on Trinity Force. Fly now one away. Yeah, this is also painful that Caps misses two waves of CS in mid. That is so fucking brutal. He just lost 665 EXP. 665 at an era where you need 1180 to get a level up. He basically lost half a level off that death. Super painful. Wow. Quad. He still has flash. Oh, but... Kate. Oh, wow. They're investing a lot here. He's not going to flash. Okay. He doesn't get the wave, so now he's going to be the one that misses a wave. He has to flash the Bardar because Kate can always just, Kate can always trap the stasis. Unless you're my solo, you know, unless you're, you know, guy in chat, mine, or, you know, anyone solo Q Kates. Then they managed to miss Caitlyn trap on, you know, Zanya's targets.
You know, because Caps flashed and Quad didn't, but that one, oh, wait a second.
Yeah, got a bit of a flash forward here from Whippo, who's going all
Yep.
out onto Caps.
They need the kill. Nice.
Alongside him, and down goes the Victor once again.
Nice. Yeah, Caps is kind of griefing.
Caitlyn, he's not quite there yet, but still G2 have so much control of
Yeah, this is going to be the best, this is going to be the best item timing that G2 can actually ever get. Victor's on 2 items. Inspired gets a really crazy fucking angle. And there, yep, there's Cassante. But, Victor, okay, Chaos Storm. Inspired letting him know about the fucking Drake. Nice. Yeah, painful that Broken Blade and Kate both don't have flash in this fight. It's very difficult. But that was going to be the best situation that G2 is going to get because Caps had such an advantage with items.
Just go straight in through the Dragon Pit. Look at
Yeah.
Inspired go straight onto Han Sama. They put so much pressure on this Caitlyn. Busio's threatening.
It's also
around
very
the
fortunate
outside,
that
but there
Inspired
goes
had
the
a blast cone
Inspired
there
is in. He
to be able
ults
to
and clones away from the
set him up for
gravity
this
field.
because he doesn't have to use his leap.
Whippo is right there with him as Busio sets his sights onto Caps.
Just very, very hard for G2 to be able to play. Now, I like that as well, by the way. I don't think people notice that. Caps hits the Scryer Bloom to give MS to him and his teammates. So Caps actually utilizes his Q, like his auto on the Scryer Bloom in order to speed up himself and his teammates. Atacon's being started. This doesn't need to happen. Oh man, they're all getting hit by Frail and Unworthy. I mean, Whippo is a good bodyguard, but no, that Atacon's not falling fast enough. You need to not do this. What is Whippo doing? Oh my god, he's so... Oh god, he's so behind enemy lines. Oh god, he's pulling Broken... Oh my god, he's trapped Broken Blade! Oh my god, a prison! Dude, Frail and Unworthy is so gross here. You need to not do it. They need to not... Oh, but now... Oh my god. But hold on, but now G2's getting hit by Frail and Unworthy. Okay, Masu healing up with the...
There's a flash forward from Busio, but I don't know about it. The flick back though is gorgeous, and Skewmon put in position.
Who got it?
But unable to get the smite. That one's gonna go to Inspired.
Wow. Inspired got it again. Oh my god, he got it again. Dude, I mean, honestly, they're both flipping over Atacon. They're both flipping. It's so gross.
These Caitlyn trap lines, but never mind.
Nice. Nice.
Just blows up. The inner turret is gonna go down.
He doesn't... Yeah, I mean, this is the problem when you don't have flash. You're so dependent on flash. So dependent on flash. And losing your flashes for no reason, I mean, it's just very brutal. Like Caps lost it for no reason, and then he got picked off in bot. I mean, brother Caps.
Slowly but surely, methodically tear G2 apart here in game 1.
Game got really scary.
Busio going forward one more time. The Tempered Fate comes down for a bit of fun as the Nexus
Oh my God.
turrets. One already down, the second one to follow. Masu right in their face. The Arcane Storm not doing too much of anything. And the Nexus will now go down. Trading places here is Masu and Broken Blade. But down goes the Nexus. And it's FlyQuest up 1-0.
Okay, Xinjiao B1. Let's get some enchanters. Let's get some enchanters, please. Okay, so R1, R2, Trundle, and Aurora Trundle vacuum response into Xin Zhao, I personally don't like, because I think that Trundle gets really hurt when opponents have enchanters. And then also even Aurora. I mean, Orianna is gone, so Aurora, like, you're left with a couple of options against her, like Lissandra, Mel, Annie. Annie's like a pseudo enchanter for Xin too with E, but like, it's not a great feeling. It's not a great feeling. Yeah, Galio Aurora here is a little bit scary. Especially because you have Annie, which has Malignance, and then you have Bloodletter's Curse, which can come in as well to help out teammates, but not a very big fan of this. I would actually love for Rumble. I would really love for Rumble to get flexed here. I would love for Rumble to go support, or Annie go support or something, and then you hard fuck Galio. You just completely hard fuck him. This is where like crazy things like this I think are very possible. In order to require the opponents to be able to flex Galio support or to flex Trundle support in order to respond to it. Yeah. So basically like, I would really like if on R4 here, like let's say support gets picked, right? Let's say sup gets picked, which it shouldn't. It should be ADC first. It should always be ADC first. But if it's an ADC that can't make use of Galio support, right? Like if Galio support would end up being a liability, then I would love for Rumble or Annie to get flexed bottom and then you hard counter Galio. I would love for that to fucking happen. Because, unironically, what's really crazy here is Alawi. Alawi is, like, very fucking crazy in a spot like this. When they have Trundle, Aurora, and Galio. Alawi is, oh my god, and they picked a support. Dude, oh, it's such a dream spot for something like this. Dude, it's such an Alawi game, and they're never going to play Alawi. Oh my god, but it is an Urgot game. So, like, you could move Annie. You could move Annie or Rumble down to bot lane as support.
He's a huge Soraka fan.
That's right. That's right. I love it. I love it. All right, this is so big. It's so big. She shits out redemptions on a 1.3 second cooldown. All right. All right, very good, very good. Dude, I push for this so fucking hard. I push for this so hard. Oh my god. This champ needs to just, she needs to be coming out. She needs to be nerfed. Okay? She needs to be nerfed. Soraka is imbalanced. She's imbalanced. Situationally, she can even go mid as like a flex. Like let's say you early rotate her R1, R2, R3, or something, or like R3, right? Somehow she gets like countered. I don't even know how that would happen. Or like a mid lane matchup appears where you can move Soraka there. That's really good. For the same exact reason that. Whoa! Why isn't there Gathering Storm? Fucking sinner. Oh, Busio's getting a message. Hold on.
And layer the silence under it really easily fights if they don't have.
Also, I actually just wonder if Guardian is better than Airy in this game. Maybe not though.
Sometimes the fights come to you.
Hard.
Oh, this happening as Lebov makes his way over. They're looking for the dive. Knockup does come on through as Bustio gets the wish up, but there is first blood going over to the Trundle here.
He had to flash.
13 minutes.
He didn't flash.
To soften them up,
they messed up. They messed up the play there. Bustio should never die. He should never die. He just doesn't flash.
Good Trundle pillar here, and Bustio does not want to
Masu
flash
cancels.
early, so Bustio goes down.
And Masu doesn't want to walk too close to the bush because of pillar. Yeah, if Bustio flashes there, nothing happens. He just uses heal though, and okay. So Masu's faking, or like he's not faking. He's feigning that Inspired is here to see if they believe it. They obviously do, and Inspired is there. So
stands his ground as Quad very far up here in this lane, but the pillar is not quite going to work out there for Skumon. It was an optimistic one at best.
I don't know why he's not walking over the oh, he walked over one to get movement speed into ward, and then he walked over the other one to retreat to have more movement speed on the retreat. That's so subtle. Oh, that's so fucking subtle. That's so cool.
Now.
Oh, come on, man. Poby can't be fourth, right? Surely.
But Whippo's also in trouble. Equalizer goes down, flashes away, and just gets chomped down by Skumon. That's 2-0.
That's really bad.
The troll. And now without Equalizer.
Yeah, there was no wish on Soraka for like 10 seconds.
For this one.
Skumon with some active plays. This is a much better look
for
G2 and for Skumon. Skumon makes the gank on bottom side, Vedius. Then he makes the gank on top side and a repeat gank as well.
Yeah, makes another gank towards his top side. Good flash out there.
Oh, no stun. He missed stun. He missed stun.
It's 3-0. in the kills as G2 lock down those feats of warfare, and FlyQuest they need to do something about this trough. Is just
Yeah, Rift Herald's in mid. Doesn't quite kill it because it's an early level Rift.
Let's see whether it is going to come through, and there it is.
The pillar does come through really well done.
One down as we have the ulti from Caps towards the top side. Whippo in trouble, but he's just kept alive by the ambulance.
Whoa. Oh my god, exhaust.
An awkward position
premature,
for him as well.
premature exhaust.
Find some damage there into the backline goes Broken Blade. They're kind of taking it in turns to annoy FlyQuest, and it's working very nicely.
Sock will heal everyone up here.
Health bars pretty up there. And FlyQuest starting to look a little worse for wear. Caps taking some damage. The Witch comes down yet again. The Equalizer not quite doing that much as Inspired goes in. Looking for LeBron, but he gets himself out. The Crescent Guard comes through as well as Broken Blade comes down from the heavens. Inspired's just looking unkillable on this Sin Zao, but G2 just won't go down.
Yeah, G2, they all live. Are FlyQuest going to try and rush the objective? I don't think that's possible here. They all get out there in
just
the
so
end.
crazy
The
that they all
flash
live.
away keeps Caps alive, keeps
Holy
Lebrov
fuck.
alive.
Lebrov, his heel on the
I think
queue, and now
Masu's
Masu's in
dead. Yeah,
danger.
hot date in mid.
Yeah. There is the Galio in there
Oh
as well.
my god,
Masu does
Soraka
get that
kept him
flash
alive.
up. Winds of War not quite
Oh
doing too
my
much
god.
damage here, so
It's
on
feats
FlyQuest
too
AD
on Drake.
All right, well,
It's
G2's
feats.
getting scrappy with it. But we look back at this fight, and it's Bwipo
This is
that's
crazy. If
isolated.
Bwipo lands the
Broken Blade
first
and
E,
Skim on
if
TNA,
Bwipo
but
lands
this
the first
Rumble
E, they get a
ultimate
kill.
does so much
Also, the
damage.
Rumble
Skim
ultimate
gets forced
isn't
incredible
angled that
LeBron
good.
the
Quad
same
also really
fight,
slow.
he's
He could have gotten a
angle, so
stun.
he forces the fight, but then
He
this
could have gotten a
disengage
stun off.
comes through from
Quad
G2.
played this
Hunt wants
fight.
to fed this
Not
down.
great.
He roots up his opposition. And as FlyQuest
And then everyone's
comes through from Lebrov, just giving them enough HP to get them to safety.
everyone
They're
was
forced to
very
back away.
not focused. Oh my
It
god.
ends up being a 1 for 0, no objective.
this has been such a slow and methodical series for both of these teams. There has been some whoopsies left and right, but it does feel like FlyQuest got the better of that last moment and do get the Otacon for it as we have another engage to come through. G2 may have found Inspired yet again, but this is how the last fight started. Quad comes on over and just drops a bear on them. The Galio will be the answer. The knock-up, he's still alive, but Skumon will finally get the chomp. And down goes the Xin Zhao eventually. Man,
That's so sad.
Everything to make that happen. But now G2 with some control on this map, and you've got FlyQuest down to jungler.
All of this division from G2 in the blue
How many
quadrant of
flowers
the
did they
jungle.
get? They got
We even saw
it's
before the
18
play
to
took
10.
off, there were
Okay.
FlyQuest
Quad
question mark
could
pings
die
there.
here.
They did kind of expect.
Oh, Skumon?
Oh.
He has
Skumon
flash.
is just gonna get
Wait,
flashed
oh, he
on.
failed.
Tries
Oh
to
my
flash the ball,
god. Oh my
misses.
god. And then the slow
now
went on to
you've got
Hansama.
the
Oh my
Vestal
god.
needing to be
Oh,
employed.
wait,
Another
what? Wait, what?
cheeky
Masu
equalizer
can
to
kill.
come down, but Bwipo not gonna be
Masu
able to follow up on
Masu
that
can
one.
trade flash for flash there.
And so the answer does come through, and finally FlyQuest are
Oh,
on
I'm
the
sorry.
board.
Is Annie back to
They've
full HP?
discovered how to get kills in this game.
Okay.
Could be dangerous.
I guess that's what I get.
Well, he
for
built it up because there were
underestimating
multiple
the
fights where
In
they
any
were
case,
grouping and
35
Aurora was able
seconds until the
to
next
eat
dragon.
cannon waves before
I can
rotating, and each
imagine
cannon
it was
wave
because Quad
is
was too busy
200
doing
gold.
damage.
So,
yeah, he's been doing a lot of damage, and I expect
I
him to
mean,
continue
you only have to do that, you know, 4.5
Both these AD
times.
carries, I mean, a
along
single
with, like,
ultimate
the,
away
you know,
from
the
both these
assists that he
mid laners,
gets
losing a lot of
to-
HP.
Masu's also going for Black
Hmm.
Cleaver Lucian here as well to remain in the scrap. So FlyQuest going to have these 4
level
combat
11,
members,
yeah,
and then
level.
the
I
heal
completely
bot on the
like
outside,
level
trying to
11
stay out of the
Soraka
Galio
is,
ult,
I
trying to
think,
stay
gonna
away
be
from the Rakan
really hard to beat.
as well.
Level 11
G2, they're
Soraka
the ones with
Redemption.
the
I don't know how
priority
G2
on
wins.
engages because Rakan and Galio is such a
11.
good combo in trying to stick on that back line.
See, Bwipo always ready to start fighting back whenever G2 move in, but it's getting a little bit scary as they're moving into the fog of war. Equalizer goes down once again.
That's very
Trying to get the poke in there as soon
She's
as
almost
FlyQuest do
11.
take
She's
damage,
almost
though.
11.
There's
Damage was
always
very
Lucio there
little
to
as
keep them
well.
up. This is sole point, remember, guys. This is not something that FlyQuest really feel comfortable giving up, but they're not going to be able to
Yeah,
move
they
in here
can't.
into
They
the
can't
fog of
fight
war
it.
to try
They
and
want
deny it.
Soraka, I think,
So
to be
they're gonna have to
11,
try
and
get
they
this
want their
middle
next
outer
item
turret instead.
completions.
Baron just spawning
Ah,
now.
fuck.
FlyQuest moving
She's so
towards
close.
this
She's
top
so close
side.
to 11. They get the
That middle
turret.
outer turret falling.
Okay, so only the top tier 1 left for FlyQuest. I imagine that they're going to want to try and secure that one when they can. It's just a decent amount of standing gold. That should be pretty easy to secure. It's a bit risky for Bwipo to go for it now, and quite wisely, he's going to go back to base instead. The risk of a collapse is very real as G2 address some of their side lanes. They're going to have Han Summer go and catch that mid wave so that he can tick over to level 13. Meanwhile, on the bot side of the map, Caps is mainly just covering Broken Blade.
So fucking smart itemization, man. So fucking smart.
About what he can't see on the map right now. A lot of control wards and just a lot of vision in general in favor.
I'll just wait for Death's Dance, like, to be complete for the screenshot, but like, it's so fucking good.
Got, you know,
Inspired is so fucking smart.
With the double bramble
Infernal map also for Soraka
as
is
well
hilarious.
As the orb on Broken Blade, so everybody with the possibility
because she gets the cinders, so she has more cooldown
on that Soraka sustain. I want to see
she's 11.
What FlyQuest can actually do about the Trundle though, because Skumon actually had such a good
so
kind of mid game that it did result in this Trundle being really hard to take down now, and Trundle kind of thrives in these scrappy fights.
Well, he's going to have to try and book it over here. It is Broken Blade with a lot of CC, keeping Whippo busy. Equalizer goes down. The wish comes
it's a
in.
wish. It's a wish that has to get cast too early.
Get in there. Still, they're going to look for the fight, though. Crescent Guard comes down. Lebrov just explodes in an instant as the taunt is fantastic. The flash out from Inspire, but he still dies. Not enough in the tank here for Busio. And G2 finding the advantage here. Redemption comes down. They've got healing of their own. It moves to a 3,000 gold lead. They might have Baron on the mind as they push this lane in.
G2 see Rumble with no flash, and they jump
really
on
bad.
Whippo again.
Whippo's gotten caught 3 times now. It
just
feels.
Came up as well, but unfortunately too little, too late. And
I don't
now
think they
G2
can stop it. I mean,
they do have
teleport.
No smite available for FlyQuest. With Annie around, they might try and contest this still. Masu in the area. Let's see what Pokey can get down.
It is a pretty early Baron, but it's going down very, very quickly. A teleport is available here as soon as this Rumble does spawn, and he's teleporting in now, but the Baron is going to go down. Quad immediately explodes as Whippo cannot get anything done. Flash over the wall there from Busio as Whippo decides he wants to go aggressive. I'm not sure about that one, but Masu tries to get the kill on Skumon, and it doesn't quite work. All of these Barons still up and available, and the Justice Punch to bring Broken Blade forward. He will find his mark as Busio's still alive and getting this healing down, but the problem is they're not doing enough damage to G2, and they're just going to back up. The culling is working as intended, but unfortunately, it's just a little too late.
The Soraka healing is just way too monstrous. It feels like G2 finds
She had Wish back up. I wonder if they could have gone a little harder just now.
They still get themselves the Baron, though. That was the objective that they wanted, and they ballooned the gold lead to 5.7k.
And they re-killed that Rumble again. And the Rumble did flash in this time. So here's the original pick.
Whippo
they find
just has
Whippo
no business
again.
approaching like this.
Immediately onto him,
they don't need to
up,
ever do things like this.
Just
Just wait.
Caps teleport. This fight just
dude,
blew
sometimes
wide
kills
open.
are like
Bear
weird.
Buff, they got
I don't know.
a bunch of extra kills off it too.
Okay, well, we're looking for a bit more of a fight here as the heroic entrance comes down. Quad takes a large chunk. FlyQuest still in it, though, as we can see. Masu is going so aggressive. I don't know whether it's a good idea, as there is the ulti out from Caps to get so much AoE damage, but Masu still alive. The ambulance is working, but Skumon finally gets the jump down. And there goes the AD carry. G2 are a freight train. They'll break the inner turret, and they'll probably get more because they've got Baron, and they're looking at a game number 3.
Too much.
G2 will finally get a bit of revenge against FlyQuest as they finally get a big... Wow, I suppose they'll get a big inhibitor.
They did get a big inhibitor push. It's still good.
That's Infernal Soul too. There's no winning this. There's no winning.
For G2, the Rebel Baron
Lucian should have gone crit Lucian this game. Black Cleaver isn't doing anything because all his teammates are dealing magic. And also the enemy team has like multiple champions that just aren't going to be getting obscene armor. Yeah, it's over.
And Masu feels like he just came out of the death chamber, but immediately they're looking to try and put him back in there as this siege. Baron or no Baron, G2 will be able to take down another inhibitor turret. And with Infernal Soul, I think they'll have the damage to burst down FlyQuest now. The culling comes through, but Skumon says what? As he just takes most of it. Equalizer in as well as they look for Whippo, but he does go gold and the quickness comes on through. The charm is fantastic. They try and keep him alive, but it does not work. It's a bit of a trade though, as this Rakan is going to be taken down, but man, these wallets, they are so heavy from G2. First Nexus turret to be taken down. Masu going to be next to be taken on this fountain, and G2 showing them that even though they did get swept at MSI, Hero World's going to be a different story.
Nikic just made a tweet at me, and I gotta I gotta clap back really quick. Hold on. R1, R2, Orianna, and Varus. Lethality obviously very strong. Whippo probably on like his most comfortable pick that you can ever have. When I was there at FlyQuest Bootcamp when they were in Korea right before they went to Worlds and stuff, he actually, interestingly enough, Whippo was like kind of against practicing Renekton in scrims because he thought that it would be griefing if in a best of 5 Renekton was left open after game 1. Like with like Sion and Cassante and these champions like being down.
Yes, you're right. It's a combination we've seen so many times.
But I think he said this as well, like on his own. He said this as well on like his own stream. But like I know that Renekton is obviously something he gravitates towards just in general. Mundo getting picked could be a flex into jungle against Sedge.
Let's see about the bottom lane though.
It's very good against her. And, so also, you guys might have read my tweet yesterday about the VKS and PSG games, and I tweeted about Malphite and I tweeted about Ornn in the jungle. Ornn versus like Sejuani, Maokai, you know, these junglers. Ornn very good. Also very good against like Skarner, who probably is positioned now to come back next patch. The reason that Ornn's so good in the jungle is he never has to reset because of the changes that have happened to the jungle. Atacon actually helps him hit his level breakpoints faster. So that's a benefit from the jungle that he used to have a little bit of difficulty with, where before he could realistically only get like 1 item in like a normal match, 1 to 2 items, right? Whereas now it's almost like he pretty consistently gets 2 to 3, and 2 is really all that you need to justify Ornn in addition to his own upgrade. And then in the jungle, Ornn is able to build the enchanter items, which other tank junglers can't justify building as much. And he can still clear in the same speed because he clears every camp except red and blue in 8 seconds regardless, just because of W passive damage, etc. Okay, Yuumi being hovered, I don't think it's real, although I do think that Yuumi is on the precipice of being able to return to competitive. Nautilus banned, or Nautilus pick, sorry.
Now we'll have to get the information as to
I mean, you need big damage.
I mean, I kind of like it so far.
I really would like to see Smolder. I would like to see like Smolder, I'd like to see Jinx. I'd really like to see Smolder or Jinx. Smolder or Jinx, please. Please, Smolder or Jinx. Please, Smolder or Jinx. Smolder or Jinx. Smolder or Jinx, not Sivir.
I personally want something with higher damage than a Jhin.
Smolder, Jinx. No!
I willed it in.
No! Maybe I'm with
Oh my god. 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 And now G2 can do whatever they want. Oh my god, they could even take Malphite. You have nothing to stop Malphite even. Holy shit, dude.
It does go, but now to round out
oh, this is like worst draft of the tournament. Oh, this is the worst draft of the tournament. Oh my god, it's so bad. Oh my god. Alright, Hextech Drake is a nice pickup for their champions. The ability haste is very valuable to literally all of them. And then even the minuscule attack speed is like super valuable too, so very good. Varus also going on hit attack speed. I think is not ideal. I think lethality is better here because you have Ori and you have Mundo as this wall, and there's no real dive from Fly's champions, right?
So that's kind of, you can see on screen they're going for the 2v1.
Yeah, Whippo, this is going to be a difficult one to deal with, especially with the Brock turning up that flash. Not going to help, and Whippo is going to be taken down. It's a lot of money removed from the Rift. As we've got a bit of a problem for Caps.
Does have flash. Does have shockwave.
Down, but the answering anchor is fantastic. Busio
is going to trade.
Though, gorgeously played by Caps to make sure it's a 1-for-1.
And that is worth for FlyQuest for sure. They're going to push afterwards.
Yeah.
How much? I mean, it's. They
don't see Jax, so they don't know where Jax is. So obviously Quad would like to get this turret plate, but he does want to be a little careful. Because Jax is on a reset, and you don't know if he's going top lane or he's going bot lane. Obviously, if Caps doesn't die bot lane, then Jax would go top. And so Quad isn't the one that benefits the most from this in terms of like turret damage and whatnot. It's going to end up being Whippo. Oh, Whippo. Oh. He's getting all his HP ready. Oh, there's a ping. There's a ping. Someone lets him know. Yep. Really good. Really good. They sniffed that.
Under this tower, he's playing the blocker to this lane.
He just zones off the entire wave.
Like
I don't think Caps... Does Caps even get one?
Stacked up
he does. He gets one.
Yeah, only one of them goes over as far as money.
He's been doing a
top of him. Scumon's health bar is starting to look very large, as we can see. Inspired in the area, though. Glacial Prison in hand. We have a look at the comparison here between our top laners. Speaking of top laners, it's going to be Quad playing defensively here, getting rid of Broken Blade yet again, means Emperor's Divide is going to be off cooldown for any potential fights, as he just leaps back in once more.
Quad doesn't have R.
This is a little dicey. There's the Counter-Strike to come on through. Decent stun coming on in there as Broken Blade does at least get the flash out from Quad.
Trades back a little bit of damage too, but in doing so actually stunts himself because he's wasting his time. I think Jax will actually.
That's what we're starting to see. Quad now has to be
Jax is going to respect the fact that he can't see some of the stuff that's going on, and he wants to get his reset off because he has TP for this Rift Herald.
Yep, teleport is available here from Broken Blade, so it can be a 5v5.
I mean, okay, Skewmon gets it, but Lebrov just instantly dies. Oh, he does get his R off first, so okay. Whippo, no Triumph stacks. I mean, they don't have a Zir. They don't have a Zir. They have no damage there. They have absolutely zero damage. The reason that the objective, I think, is important in the Eyes of Fly is it gives them feats of monster slaying, and then they also potentially get feats of warfare. So if you look at this fight, there's no Azir here. They try to burst down. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure if Masu kites forward faster, they can kill Sedge. Nice aim by Masu.
Will be able to nail it, evening out the kills. Still,
Leandre's on his Zir second. All right, feats of foundation.
I mean, FlyQuest.
I think even if you die, you get it. Yeah, even if you die as Quad, you get it. He's gonna summon Shurima Turret and try to stand his ground, but I don't think it matters. Yeah. Nautilus just tries to come in, gives a Solari to add more durability.
Beautifully played. They did manage
but it's fine. They get feats. They get feats. I think that's an error by G2, not to immediately have gone for feats foundation.
Dragon was started, not actually committed to just yet. Exactly. Shockwave
Whippo gets pulled back.
Does have the Dominus to get that extra health, but Caps, he will be able to
Whippo
push away this Renekton.
No TP, so this is a little bit unfortunate, but okay, they managed to repel. Azir has the position. Nice, they get the Cloud Drake. Can Cap stop that? He can. And Whippo's actually going to be missing CS for this in top lane because his recall has been stunted twice.
Yeah, G2, they have to respect.
Oh no, another one, and this time the Magna Storm comes in.
This is just so gross, by the way. I don't know. What is the obsession with the 1 second faster recall? Now Skewmon's unkillable, by the way. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. What?
Still able to get the kill, but now the curtains have
been called. He got the kill with Q. Oh my god.
Going to miss. The fourth one lands, but it's eaten by LeBron, and he's going to be just fine. G2
Caps could have died there. Caps could. Oh my god, Masu, the sniper. Holy shit!
A kill, 6-6, the scoreline at the top of our screens.
Oh my lord! So fast. It's so fast, yeah. Now there is a lot of frail and unworthy on their champions, so these Rs will deal quite a bit of damage.
Whippo taking a fair bit of damage. The Broken Blade is now so dangerous, but Whippo still able to get that work done with this dominance. But it's in fact the redemption that helps out. And now goes Quad as well, and it looks like FlyQuest not quite making this one happen.
Yeah, it's over.
As G2 just moved forward. Mundo is indeed doing exactly what he pleases as that cleanse. That ain't gonna help your body as Skewmon does have a lot of paperwork to do, and he's in the way.
All of this gold, what
you can understand why they picked Renekton and Azir in the game. It's because clearly Whippo and Quad looked very off in the last game. I mean, Quad's laning phase was really good on Annie.
It was looking like FlyQuest had a fair bit of control. You know that slow but steady in game number one, the answer back from G2 in game
this, like, with that much frail and unworthy, and this being basically a straight-up team fight, like look at the left-hand side, by the way. Whippo handshakes a 1v1 versus Jax and just loses, just completely loses.
Yeah, we got another battle here as Broken Blade will find another counter-strike.
There's no way to stop Mundo, by the way. There's no way to stop Mundo, and there's no way to.
On top of Masu. I think he's gone too far though. Does get the redemption, and what the heck is this? Jax still gets shut down. And that was looking
shut down,
and he was very alone.
Almost 4K gold lead.
Blade showcasing his comfort on the champion. Definitely a little too comfortable as he dived into many members
still
of
can't get feet
FlyQuest, ends up
boots.
training his
Inspired,
life for
still can't get them.
Debatable if that
Feels
was really
bad.
worth it.
He pulled the trigger so quickly.
He's gonna get Terminus, and then after Terminus, I mean, you could get Experimental Frenzy.
For a little exchange as well.
For a little bit of an angle, but no full commitment onto any of these
or Experimental Hexblade. Why do I keep saying Frenzy? That's the magic card. Alright, Masu's dead. He doesn't have cleanse, doesn't have flash. I don't know. He's just in mid lane for no reason. He's in mid for no reason. Hot date.
But now, without
The logic that
Jin,
you have to shove out
it
the
should
mid wave
mean
when
that
you
G2
just don't even have a tier
can
2 mid turret is
themselves
completely
this
irrelevant
dragon that has
because
just
you're shoving
cropped
out a
up to
mid
even the
wave and you're shoving it
scoreline
out
there,
as like
even
4.
able to deny some
So
backs.
The combo is clean,
if
and G2
everyone's
are
there,
playing with
the
confidence.
XP is so diminished on the
Feels
wave.
like
You're not
this
getting
game
really
is
any
slipping
XP.
so far
The
away
gold
from
is
FlyQuest,
102
their
gold.
options are becoming limited,
On
and
actually, sorry,
first
no, my
question
bad.
they
It's a
ask is how do
cannon.
they get through this
It's
Skewmon? Masu,
it's
he
a
barely
whatchamacallit.
steps
Oh no,
up.
it's not
Bobrov
25
sees
minutes.
the angle,
Okay,
Caps is quick to
it's not a
follow
cannon.
up,
Yeah, it's 102
and it
gold.
ends up-
But
He's
still,
level
this is
16
Zero's
Mundo
doing
though.
so much work.
This game could still very much go either way.
Like,
The
look.
Baron has bought a lot of time for
Look at the
FlyQuest to hook.
focus proc.
Yeah,
It's
hooks to
not
come on
doing
through there
anything.
as Busio
When you
starts
see
off
them,
the
you've
fight.
already
Glacial
seen
Prison
them.
is good
You
as
already
well to
have the
hold
intel.
down this front line. The last bullet
They
this
got
time
the
is
R
not
out
going
of
to
Mundo.
land, as we have fights on multiple fronts. The counter-strike to interrupt the teleporters. Lebrov will be
Oh my
able
God,
to
and
get
Lebrov
himself
has
to
accidentally
relative
pressed
safety.
R.
Now it's G2
Oh my God,
trying
he
to turn
accidentally
this
pressed
one
R.
around, because
Oh my God, he
Bwipo is
accidentally
so
pressed R.
much of
Oh
what
my God, and then
allows
Quad got
FlyQuest
caught.
to win these fights, and he was denied.
Dangerous broken blade, looking for both top laners with their flanks. Could be the thing that defines the game.
Yeah, which flank is going to work out? Will it be Bwipo finding
Inspired's
the
like
priority target?
looking.
But
He's
found
looking for
instead
Drax.
as Lebrov gets into that brush, clears out the control wall.
Shurima turret
G2
summon.
now with the upper
I
hand
can't
as
even
Broken
speak.
Blade wanting to
Shurima
sneak in
turret
once again.
summoned.
Bwipo slices to get out
good.
of there, and Quad has to get out as well. Bustio starting off the fight, gets the
There's no
double
Grievous, by the
knockup,
way.
but
This
Skewmon
Mundo
is
is
so
about to
tanky.
heal.
Not
Oh!
tanky enough for Buzia. It's just going front to back, as now Broken Blade with the counter strike is going to be able to help take down Bwipo. The hook is going to not land, but the
STP.
Magnet Storm is gorgeous.
Exhaust.
Not enough to do
Oh my God. Oh my God!
Got in there, but look at the Emperor's Device.
Jesus!
Broken Blade, the curtain call as well to slow down Lebrov.
Dude, Skewmon with that play might have just done two things. Sent Fly to quarters and sent Inspired to G2. Holy shit. Oh my God, and they couldn't kill Busio.
FlyQuest turns it into a one fight.
Oh, the
my God.
timing of that Emperor's Divide was just gorgeous from Quad.
Oh, now we're back. We're back in live. Wait, is it anticlimactic? I think it's anticlimactic. Oh, I think it's anticlimactic. Oh, I think it's anticlimactic. Yep, it's anticlimactic. Yep. Baron into instant lose, yeah. I mean, this is the thing, Matt. They don't really win the team fight. It's just Skewmon fucking...
Caps goes on a rampage. He finds such a huge shockwave with the help of Lebrov. G2 may well have done it.
Caps is,
There's
or
only
Inspired's trying to stop them
Inspired
anyway,
left to
but he
try and
can't.
defend the base. But after 3 long years, I think Europe is back at the quarterfinals.
It was
Yeah, he
looking
can't-
like
he
it was
can't get to
going
the
to
wave.
happen
Can't get to the
again. It
wave.
was going to look like
Window's
North
too big,
America could
too.
deny them one more time, but it's the top 8 in the eyes of G2 as they look to take down these Nexus turrets.
man.
The Nexus